Yo, 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 it's your favorite anime slash manga enjoyer Shields here, and I know it's been a very long time since I uploaded. I actually recently moved to the city and I've been getting settled into my new surroundings, so it's taken a little bit of time, but I'm back now. And One Piece has been on a massive hot streak, with Oda dropping back to back bangers non stop. But unfortunately, today we are not talking about what's currently going on in the manga, although I plan to cover that in a later video. Today, we are going to discuss the new One Piece live action trailer that just dropped. I have waited 7 years for this trailer. I've noticed that online everyone seems to have an opinion on this new One Piece live action adaptation, ranging from people who have never seen One Piece in their entire life to diehard fans like me who live and breathe One Piece every day. So this really seems to be a very controversial adaptation already and has created a whole slew of conversations around One Piece and anime adaptations in general. So as someone who has been a One Piece fan since the age of 6, I figured I would jump into this controversial discussion and just share some of my thoughts. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. My initial takeaway after watching the trailer for the first time was that the set design is absolutely spot on. Every location in the trailer really does feel like a real tangible place you could visit in real life, and the fact that the boats in the adaptation are actual man-made ships is just really, really cool to me. And we've known the cast for the Straw Hats for quite some time now, but this is the first time we get to see them in their respective roles, and oh my god is the casting also masterfully done. And Nake as Luffy is probably the best fit in my opinion, as he has such an animated face and already carries that same lovable idiot type of feeling you get from Luffy in the anime slash manga. And as for the rest of the crew, I also have no complaints. Nami, Zoro, Sanji, and Usopp all look amazing as well. And one really interesting thing I noticed in the trailer was the outfits worn by the Straw Hats aren't entirely one-to-one actually. Luffy is wearing outfits that he wears in early color spreads of the One Piece manga. And to whoever came up with that idea, seriously, kudos to you, because this is the exact type of cool Easter eggs that us One Piece fans are looking for in this adaptation. And with the release of this trailer, we also found out that there's going to be 8 episodes covering the East Blue Saga, with each episode being 1 hour long. So I'm super excited to see how they choose to explore Luffy meeting the East Blue Gang for the first time in those episodes. But with all that being said, let's tackle some of the controversial topics floating around this adaptation. The first complaint I've actually seen a lot around is Marvel MCU like one-liners and jokes. In the trailer, there's actually a scene where Luffy verbatim tells Nami and Zoro, after some bickering between the two, that he senses some tension in the crew. And many fans have jumped to attack that scene already, as many think that is something Luffy would never say and is actually quite out of character for him. And I can totally understand how some fans feel that way. However, personally, I think it creates room for a new version of Luffy we haven't really seen yet. And I know every One Piece fan really wants Luffy to be exactly how he is in the manga and anime, but the truth is that can't really be done in a live action adaptation. The way I view it is that there's going to be a manga slash anime Luffy, and then there's going to be a live action Luffy. Both are the same character, but just tweaked a bit to fit the medium they reside in. For example, there's a comic book Spider-Man and a live action movie Spider-Man. Both are the same character, but also have unique characteristics to set them apart to fit the situation they were put in. And to the fans saying that MCU type one-liners and jokes don't belong in One Piece, I actually argue they do in fact have a place in this adaptation. I watched the trailer live with my girlfriend who has never seen One Piece, and she laughed at Luffy mentioning the tension in the crew. So although it may seem a little out of character for Luffy to say something like that, you have to focus on the big picture here and realize that little banter like that sometimes is all it takes for someone to watch a series. And I'm not sure about everyone else's hopes and dreams for this One Piece live action adaptation, but mine are simply to get my girlfriend and brother and people I love to finally witness a story that's been with me basically my entire life. And even if the adaptation is somewhat bad or mid, if it still just gets people into One Piece, that's really all I care about. I mean, for years, I've been begging people around me to peep One Piece, and really only one of my friends has. Shout out Zach. And the main reason they don't peep One Piece is simply because it's an anime and it's long. So now that One Piece is going to be told through a live action Netflix series, it creates an entirely new point of entry for fans like my brother and girlfriend to get into the world of One Piece. And I know this has been a quite, short video, but I just really want to throw my thoughts out there and just get across the point that this adaptation isn't really entirely made for people like me and you, the diehard One Piece fans. So, with that in mind, just try and focus on the big picture and, just stay hyped for this live action, because I know I am. And I will for sure be uploading videos on the channel with my thoughts on the adaptation once it releases in its entirety on August 31st. So, thank you guys for watching and hearing me out, and I will see you next time on the flip side. Peace.